So I think I should get a sticker that says, "I survived Little Death Hollow." Actually, it wasn't that bad. Anybody could do it. But it was just a thrill. It was so much fun. Right now I am in Horse Canyon, I believe. And I'm gonna try to make my way to the Escalante River and set up camp there. What kind of janky gate is this? So I've made it to the Escalante River. Beautiful. I'll be able to pull some good water out of that. So I've gotten settled into camp here and wanted to show you around. So there's this awesome little sandy area for me to set up my sleeping shelter. Actually, no shelter tonight. I'm going to be cowboy camping. There's not a cloud in the sky, no reason for that. I got my stove over there. Nice little place to lean my backpack. And then over here, I'm drying out some socks and underwear. There is a little fire pit area with some boulders to sit on if you want to relax down here. And then just a little bit further down this way is going to be the Escalante River with my own little private personal beach. Wow. And here's the Escalante River, just right by camp. I'll be able to get some delicious water in the morning and not worry about drinking alkaline water, because through Horse Canyon the water looked really alkaline, and if you drink alkaline water, that's no bueno. It can really mess with your system, and that's the last thing I want to do. So I mean, this is it. I mean, I'm just here, let me point the camera up, see if you can get a view of all the cliffs, all this Wingate sandstone, and of course the Escalante. And here are the views around camp. Another very large mesa. Over here is where I'll be sleeping. Good morning. So I'm just starting my day here with a little bit of my favorite tea. Slept good. There's a lot of things crawling around the campsite last night, but after a while it just didn't bother me anymore, and I fell asleep and slept really good. It was warm, stars were out. So yesterday I hiked the Little Death Hollow Canyon, and it was one of the best hikes of my life. I had just the best time going through the slots and the narrows and wading through the little pools. So today I'm going to finish packing up, get a little bit more water from the Escalante River, and then I'm going to hike back up through Horse Canyon to Wolverine Canyon. So that's the next canyon up north from Little Death Hollow, and I'll hike Wolverine Canyon. Wolverine Canyon looks pretty straightforward, no slots in that, so it should be faster moving. And after that there should be some petrified wood at the end. I'm told that this petrified wood is pretty cool. It has the branches on the actual log, which is rare for a piece of petrified wood. So I'll see if I can find that. That's going to be at the end of the hike. But today I probably have 7 to 8 miles to hike to get back to the van, which shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to bang that out in about 4 to 5 hours. So cheers. So we're starting off with a little hike through Horse Canyon, and you can tell that this is a popular horse route. I wonder if that's why they named it. Just a lot of horse tracks, and just the terrain looks really smooth and mellow, good for horses. So there's been a nice little footpath through most of Horse Canyon. little sandy, but I like trail. A lot of this trip has been off trail, it seems like. Canyon has some seeps and springs that keep it running year round, so good foliage along this part of the canyon. So I came across this old nasty cabin. A lot of alfalfa feed and an old stove. Interesting little cabin in the middle of the canyon. So I just entered Wolverine Canyon, and it already has its own look and feel. It's definitely different than Death Hollow. Check out all these potholes inside of the sandstone. I mean, that's a lot of potholes. And don't laugh at my sunglasses. They broke at camp last night. I sat on them, so luckily they're not very expensive sunglasses. Wow, so it's scorching hot and I'm at the top of Wolverine Canyon. I'm about to exit, and before I exit I have found the petrified log area, and it is packed with huge pieces of petrified wood and actually some pretty complete logs. And I figured I'd turn on the camera and let you take a look. Look at these suckers. These are almost as big as the Petrified National Park. So here's the start of it. And it just keeps going. Wow. That is a big piece of petrified wood. Oh, there's several nice logs in here. There's another one. Oh my goodness, how cool is this? So it's been a tough hike out of Wolverine Canyon. It's been hot the entire time and really sunny, and I'm just not as peppy as I was yesterday. I guess it's good to save the pep for the Slot Canyon. But Wolverine Canyon was a blast as well. Excellent views. The windstone slick rock that you follow through was really unique inside of Wolverine Canyon. It had a bunch of potholes and really cool markings along the slick rock, and I had a great time hiking that canyon as well. And it was actually pretty narrow near the bottom. There were some decent narrows, so I felt pretty good about that. So let me give you another shot of the petrified forest here. This is a full-on forest. Let's cut in here. Wow, here's another very long log, and then a bunch of big chunks. I'm impressed. Some more big hunks. And then right here we have another log that's embedded in the ground. Wow, that's probably a dozen or so big logs that I've seen like that, just in a small area. So I'm wrapping up the hike, and let me just say this has been 10 out of 10. So I ended up doing Little Death Hollow down to Horse Canyon, and took Horse Canyon down to the Escalante River, where I camped, and that campsite was great. It was like my own private lagoon. And then this morning I hiked Wolverine, which was spectacular. It wasn't as narrow as Little Death Hollow, and it didn't have slots, but it had its own unique personality and was a lot of fun to hike. I really enjoyed it and got some good camera footage and some good photos. So yeah, I'm just wrapping up the hike. I'm doing a cross-country leg just back to the trailhead at Little Death Hollow where I started. I just gotta say, those slot canyons yesterday were a riot. I've never experienced anything like that before, and I'll never forget that first time I dipped down in the pool and had to wade across with water up to my crotch. So that was thrilling. I would actually come back and do this hike again. I just enjoyed it that much. I want to thank my friend Nick for telling me about the hike, and also just thanks for watching. I'm sure this is going to be a long video, and I have a feeling I got some really good footage, so can't wait to put it together and check it out.